What precisely do we know about Ushio? He only shares a house with his hardly present father. He meets Tatsuya, a little child, in this episode and uses him as a springboard to start relaying the story of Ushio's ostensibly sad past. Because of the loss of his mother, Tatsuya misbehaves in order to express his emotions. Ushio is so enraged that he punches the little child, and we soon learn that this is because he recognizes himself in the boy. Ushio's support group, tomboy Nakamura and the often combative Tora, deepen their friendship with him via mutual need as they both deal with the grief of losing their mothers. Tora stated that he needed Ushio more than ever before when confronted with an opponent he couldn't overcome and appealed for assistance. In the meantime, Nakamura departed from her stereotypical tsundere position to exhibit a more parental side as well as a rather formidable array of martial arts prowess. She takes care of Tatsuya in the same manner that she used to take care of the young Ushio, and she's brave enough to protect them both until Ushio can save them. There has been a lot of fighting between Ushio and Nakamura up to this point, but we can now see that there is a true sweetness underneath. The beach acts as a compelling background to the action in this episode, where it plays host to the action. Nearly all the settings' vibrant color splashes are used to communicate mood and tone. In happier times, the observer is soothed by the ocean's turquoise color and the sun's and the sand's yellow-orange light. When Ushio and Tora are facing the massive sea monster in more violent scenes, the sky turns navy blue and the sea turns a turbulent purple. Still, more of the episode is set inside the beast's belly, where an unsettling green glow casts a shadow over the surreal scene. As the hues alternate, it becomes obvious that orange represents security, purple represents risk, and green denotes paranormal activity. Because of this visual coherence, this episode of Ushio and Tora isn't only the most visually appealing one yet, it's also the best storyboarded. There's a post-credits sequence that you must not miss, and that is it. Ushio and Tora typically ends immediately after the credits. Therefore, we feel obligated to let you know that missing it would result in a significant cliffhanger. Ushio's family background was only briefly touched upon in episode 6, but this shocking revelation shows that there is much more to this program than first meets the eye. The initial multi-episode narrative for the anime was established in this episode. What do you think of Ushio's dad? He comes off as a bit of a slacker parent, constantly on the go for unknown reasons, leaving a middle schooler alone in a temple tasked with sealing a perilous but simple-to-find yokai. Shiger and Ushio's relationship may quickly transition from a serious to a comical state, but it has only recently become apparent that Shigure is masking his actual nature with humor. Shigure's true nature was ultimately exposed in episode 7 of the series. He probably makes this realization after rescuing a little kid and an elderly woman from malevolent spirits. The program establishes Shigure's credibility from the outset by placing him in a situation where he's the hero. This is quite convenient on its own, but when compared to Shigure's other actions, meeting with a secret council and fighting Tora ruthlessly, it has a greater impact. Ushio continues to act as the moral core of the program. He's ultimately in charge of deciding which actors the audience can and cannot trust. It shouldn't come as a surprise that he decides to always stand up for his father. Now that Tora has changed her mind, Shigure is simply one of the two ethically dubious characters in Ushio's life. His interactions with both of them quickly shift from amusing to sinister. Tora, who perpetually tries half-heartedly to murder Ushio, and Shigure, who has never been there for him emotionally or even physically, are people he cannot totally trust. Both of them had previously attempted to harm Ushio, but he stands up for them to the best of his ability, in a way that truly makes you feel bad for Ushio. He claims, "He may be a bad father, but he's still my dad." Tora's actions have been awful in the past, but I don't believe they have been horrible recently. Evidently, he can't just tell him. So Shigure uses his hands-off parenting style to set Ushio and Tora on a quest to discover what happened to Ushio's mother. Ushio now carries a heavy load, and I'm not simply saying that because Tora likes to perch there. Ushio has recently learned that his mother may not be sleeping as well as he had previously believed. He didn't know his father was a yokai exorcist and far more powerful than he thought until the previous evening. Ushio is still in the dark about a lot of things, including this Hakumen no Mono item his father brought up. He just knows that exercising it may be his destiny. "I have to confront the truth," Ushio adds, despite his youth. I can relate to him in every sentence he says. Our video ends here. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such amazing videos like this one.